LSU-Shreveport science majors are putting lessons together to inspire inner-city teens to become math and science geeks. Southern Ed Desk reporter Sue Lincoln shows us the ASPIRE program.
Some students at historic Fair Park High School in Shreveport stay after school for the usual reasons, band and football practice. But a growing number of 7th through 12th graders are spending their after-class time learning the STEM disciplines: science, technology, engineering, and math. The program, called ASPIRE, for After-School Program for Innovation and Respect for Education, is the brainchild of LSU Shreveport chemistry professor Dr. Brian Salvatore.
It's an opening to get the students to have that spark in their eye about seeing what the big picture is about why knowledge is so important.
It's also fun.
3, 2, 1.
It's what's known as project-based learning, with the students learning the physics of gravity, propulsion, and escape velocity, and doing the math that goes with the science before they get to launch.
So I bet not a single kid in there knew before they came in that they could actually figure out and predict, just from some numbers on a table that the manufacturer provided, how high that rocket was going to go or how fast that rocket was going to go. And it was something that they saw that, wow, this isn't just an assignment that's on a piece of paper. This is something that, this is how we went to the moon, for example. This is how knowledge works.
The students even got a sense of going on the flight itself from a mini camera attached to the rocket. Kathy Bonds, president of the Fair Park Alumni Association and the school's volunteer coordinator, says ASPIRE, which started with 3 students last year, is helping change the culture at the school, which is rated failing by the state.
We had a science fair at Fair Park last year in the spring for the first time in about 40 years. We had 4 projects with 5 students participating, and all projects qualified for district competition. We went to a 5-parish district competition, and Fair Park walked away with 3rd place in biochemistry, and another student won the Naval Research Foundation Award.
Bond says that award-winning student is now attending LSU Shreveport.
And the young man is coming back to Fair Park as a mentor to the ASPIRE program this year.
Dr. Salvatore says the ASPIRE mentors, science and math majors at LSUS, are a key component in the success of the program.
I couldn't do it without the student mentors that I'm guiding that come out here to the schools 2 or 3 times a week.
They study up on the projects, then help prepare and teach the lesson plans. ASPIRE is also moving into regular classrooms. At Shreveport's Booker T. Washington High School, 10th grade biology students are learning from ASPIRE's embryology project.
We're learning about how DNA is made and how it produces proteins, and learning what's the difference between DNA and RNA. Now, what we're doing today, we're learning about how the embryo forms and what it needs to hatch.
That's right, he said hatch. DeAndre and his classmates are doing a 28-day project on duck eggs.
That teacher has their attention for that whole 28 days because they're candling the eggs, they're seeing the embryos move, they're explaining the structures inside of the egg, and yet they're learning without even realizing how much they're learning.
Biology teacher Jennifer Jacobson says the ASPIRE projects make a noticeable difference.
I will see students that have been checked out mentally for the entire semester and now bring something in like our duck eggs, and all of a sudden they're starting to be inquisitive and ask about the eggs and want to know more. Coming in, the first thing they ask is, how are the eggs doing? When are they going to hatch? What day are we on? Is the temperature right? Do we have enough humidity?
Brittany Moore says she's finally getting science.
I'm a hands-on learner, and it's better for me to understand what's going on in class if I'm able to touch things and experience things that we don't usually get to do in other classes. When I was in the 9th grade, I really didn't like science, but now that I have another teacher and we're learning about different things, I'm actually interested in doing science when I get in college.
Dr. Salvatore says he's excited to be a part of getting all these students turned on to science.
They're classified at risk in our inner city schools, but that's something that we can do something about, and it's something that can be addressed in the middle school and in the high school years before the students really have gone down a path where they're not going to pursue education or where they drop out of school.
The ASPIRE program is being done at no cost to LSU-Shreveport or the Caddo Parish school system, as it's paid for by a grant from the Community Foundation and the American Chemical Society. Plus, it has inspired other cooperative programs at Fair Park High, including a robotics course with the Cyber Innovation Center and a pharmacy tech program with Bossier Parish Community College. For the Southern Education Desk, I'm Sue Lincoln.
The Southern Education Desk is a partnership among public radio and television stations across the Gulf South.
We delve into a wide range of educational issues from kindergarten through 12th grade and higher ed. For more information, log on to southerneddesk.org.